Well, some residents and business operators have a news conference planned for this morning in the Esplanade and Church Street area to voice their opposition to the current construction of bike lanes in the area. The Downtown Concerned Citizens organization says people who live and work in the area are negatively impacted by the big bike lanes. Joining us now from that organization is Dana McKiel. Dana, good morning. Thanks for joining us here this morning. So let's talk about your main opposition or issues you're taking with the bike lanes in that area here. What is the concern that you and the thousands of residents there that you've got signing on to here?
Nick, thank you very much for having me on, and certainly the concern being, first off, economic impact. It is impacting or is starting now to impact many of the businesses that are along the Esplanade. And we've seen that over the past little while because they imposed bus lanes only on the Esplanade east of Jarvis Street. We've seen some of those businesses impacted to the point of 40 to 50% in loss of income. It's becoming bigger, and we're hearing it more loudly from the business operators and residents.
So are the bus lanes the issue, or are the bike lanes the issue?
Well, now comes the bike lanes. They just started construction west of Market Street over to Yonge Street, and it's been delayed because of a change in the marking of the lanes. Mm-hmm. However, the residents and business operators in the area are battle hardened. They are not going to put up with this. They're not going to tolerate this insanity whatsoever. They see it coming, and all the whether it's Novotel or Bindia's restaurant or the restaurants along St. Lawrence Market, mm-hmm. they are all voicing their concerns, and they'll be at a press conference today at 11 o'clock to voice their concerns about it.
Dana, there are some people, as you well know, who suggest that, if you have bike lanes or more pedestrian-friendly areas, that there will be more foot traffic, more traffic in terms of people walking into stores, restaurants, etc. Isn't there an upside potentially there?
No. No upside. As a matter of fact, we checked with Parallel being balanced on Bloor with the Bloor Street Rest business operators along there, and they've all reported loss of income. As a matter of fact, because of the threat of bike lanes and the construction of the bike lanes on the Esplanade, that many people are opting not to go to the area, even though there's a parkade for 1,900 cars. Fact is, people are avoiding the area because they know that they're going to have a difficult time with traffic and with parking.
So, Dana, maybe just explain, maybe I should have asked this as the first, well, what will this actually mean to car vehicular lanes there through that stretch?
What's happened is that they've made it one-way westbound, so only the bus lanes can go westbound. It's going to affect seniors, it's going to affect business operators, it's going to affect residents in the area who have to do a circumference from Yonge Street all the way along Front Street down to Jarvis or Sherbourne, and even then it's going to become a pretzel, as two of your people on the production team currently know.
Huh. Even on such a short stretch of road, it can have that big of an impact, is what you're suggesting.
Huge impact. As a matter of fact, the Esplanade is such a vital secondary artery street. We know that. We've been comparing notes with the Minister of Transportation, Pravmeet Sarkaria. I'm on the phone with him almost every day. And we're just waiting for that injunction for the pause in the removal of bike lanes from University, Yonge, and Bloor before we move forward with eventual removal of these Esplanade bike lanes.
Yeah, Dana, I'm sure, based on what we've heard from the Ford government, that you have a very sympathetic ear from Pravmeet Sarkaria, the minister there. What about from City Hall? What is the response or reaction from city officials when you talk to them? Because, city officials are the ones who went ahead with this.
Oh, boy. Since 2020, dealing with the City of Toronto Transportation Department, most notably General Manager Barbara Gray, Assistant General Manager Adam Popper, who's responsible for cycling and pedestrian projects. And they won't listen. They have rammed this through, and it's almost like they've molded the neighborhood to the bike lanes more so than the bike lanes to the neighborhood. A lot of the neighborhood loves cycling. And they point to the world or Canada's #1 bike lane, Martin Goodman Trail, just 50 meters south on Lakeshore Boulevard or on Queens Quay. Yep. But with that said, it's affecting people in a big way. And most notably, economic impact.
Okay, so I guess we will see your news conference coming up. It is 11 o'clock this morning, I believe.
11 o'clock this morning, and we hope to see CP24 there for that, and to make sure that people will explain more specifically about what's happening and granular data as well.
Okay, well, we'll see what goes and get some more details on. Dana, appreciate the time this morning. Thank you for being here.
Nick, thank you very much.
All right.